What's up, guys? I'm going to do a trade recap on the two trades I did last Friday, just so you guys can see how I trade and hopefully guide you guys in the right direction if you're trading. So first, I took this trade on AMD. This was my gap and go setup. I kind of just call it the free money setup just because it's kind of funny, because basically you just wake up and right off the open, you click a button and it's like, it works right off the open. It's like, it takes a couple seconds. It's really fun when it works. Second trade was a gap and go, and so start on the this trade on AMD. Alright, so going over the charts, we can see that AMD gapped up over the range on Friday morning. So this is Friday's candle, the last candle right there. It's a daily chart. You can also see that SPY and QQQ were gapping up into all-time highs. And overall, I was like, when I saw this in the pre-market, I'm like, okay, this is some of the best price action I have seen in October. So I wanted to press on selling more sides. I didn't really do that, but I tried. I still something I'm struggling with is pressing on some size, but I did make some attention to like somewhat increase my size. Anyway, so we're setting up really nicely, and AMD was my top watch off the open. I saw in the pre-market, really strong pre-market going over the range, and then we're flagging out. I'll just draw it out here right before the pre-market. So I was watching right off the open for a break of the pre-market high. This is for my gap and go. That's my entry criteria. And off the open, you can see that we kind of just held, and we dipped at first, and then we went up, broke the pre-market high. I believe I entered around here. We can pull up the replay on TradeZilla, but it's probably finicky. Stop loss below this candle, or you probably didn't see the low. It's like just right there. I have to pull it up exactly in TradeZilla. Anyways, stop loss basically full like rejection, flip, and started going down, but. It's risking, I'll tell you guys later, but it's around $100 on this trade. But anyways, it didn't work instantly, unlike normally for the setup. Normally it just like instantly goes a lot of times. So it'd be like here, you break from a high and then rips. It's been held, chopped around for the first couple minutes, but then went. I'll pull up the TradeZilla. So I pull up the TradeZilla. We can see that I entered on this candle. This is 1 minute, and then I took 2 contracts, I believe, risking about $100. I did sell this trade pretty dang early. As you can see, I left about a couple $100 on the table. And let's go on the premium chart. First room was at 181, just like to take some size off. I think it was 40% roughly, just in case the trade just randomly flipped, which is kind of weird why I took off some size, took off half really early. And then I took off the other contract, but we hit like 100% just because it was a big move. I don't know. I really just got like, I didn't let it play out. I was really tired, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, gap and go setup. Second trade was a break and retest on HOOD. You can see on the daily chart that HOOD was gapping up over like the previous day. It had some relative strength in the morning. I saw that we broke over the pre-market and this 140 psychological level, and then we're starting to flag out right here. Flagging out. I took it on the retest of 140. I added aggressively pretty early. Stop loss was a break below 140, and I was risking again about $100, $115 on this trade. My stop loss below the flag. Just go on 1 minute. You can see I was just adding on these retests right here a bit early. Hindsight, what I should have done, I should have like pressed some more sides when I actually breaking out this flag. Kind of a mistake. I left some on the table there because the win rate here goes exponentially higher than over here. Could have added maybe like another 1 or 2 contracts, but I was already in pretty heavy for my liking, and yeah. And then I had some good exits on this trade. I didn't leave too much on the table. I sold 75% of my trade on the breakout at like new high of day and like this move up. And then the remaining contract was my runner, and I was trailing it, and then so that was like the previous high day, and then I was trailing it basically candle by candle is my plan. But also if it broke with like down into the other range, I don't know what it's called, whatever. So we break the previous high day, stepped out literally at the bottom of this candle, and then immediately after it bounced, like, oh dang, I sold too early, I was kind of upset. I walked away from the charts, and then I was at the gym right after, a couple minutes after, and then I checked to get the trust ones like over here, and I saw like, oh yeah, it didn't play out at all. So like I just finally get stopped out there. Anyways, that was a good trade. We made percentage wise on these trades, 36% on that one, and then 69% on this trade. But overall, yeah, you can see more about how I trade. Hopefully you guys learned something. Yeah, just reach out to me if you have any questions. Yeah, have a good one.